Pawn Stars. On the History Channel is one of the few reality TV shows that has captured the hearts of audiences worldwide since its debut in 2009. Seamlessly blending entertainment, history, and negotiation, the show became a cultural phenomenon. But what has happened to Rick Harrison, its co-founder and central figure? Let's take a closer look at his journey and current situation. Rick Harrison, co-founder of both the show and the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, has devoted most of his life to building and expanding the family business. Despite his evident dedication and hard work, Rick has faced numerous personal hardships and legal battles that many fans know little about. Born on March 22, 1965, Richard Kevin Harrison, known to fans simply as Rick, was the third of 4 children born to Richard Benjamin Harrison and Joanne Rue Harrison. His siblings were Sherry, Joseph, and Chris. Tragically, Rick experienced loss early in life. His eldest sister, Sherry, Joanne Harrison, who was born with Down syndrome, passed away at the age of 6. When Rick was just 2, his father, a U.S. Navy veteran, transferred duty stations, prompting the family to relocate to San Diego, California. At the age of 8, Rick began suffering from epileptic seizures, confining him to bed for extended periods. It was during this time that he developed a deep love for reading. He especially enjoyed the Great Brain series by John D. Fitzgerald, whose main character, a 10-year-old con artist in Utah, served as a major inspiration to Rick. Fascinated by history and physics, Rick had a particular interest in the Royal Navy of the late 1700s and early 1800s. He attended Taft Middle School in San Diego, but dropped out in the 10th grade, opting instead to make money selling fake Gucci bags for $20 a week. In April 1981, the Harrison family moved to Las Vegas after their real estate business failed. At just 17, Rick faced another major life event. His girlfriend, Kim, became pregnant. Although they were young, Rick embraced fatherhood. Sadly, the couple's first child was lost to miscarriage. Despite the tragedy, they stayed together and married in 1982. They welcomed their first son, Corey, on April 27, 1983, who would later become integral to the pawn business. 2 years later, their second son, Adam, was born. Not long after, in 1985, Rick and Kim separated. Less than a year after the divorce, Rick began dating Tracy. They were married in 1986 after dating for 8 months, and together they raised Corey and Adam. Rick's passion for history and physics proved invaluable when his father opened a 300-square-foot secondhand shop, the Gold and Silver Coin Shop on Las Vegas Boulevard South, in 1981. Rick worked there during the day and repossessed cars at night. 5 years later, the shop moved to a larger location on Fremont Street, but had to relocate again 2 years later after losing the lease. Rick later explained in his memoirs that he and his father had long wanted to turn the business into a pawn shop, viewing it as a natural progression. However, a 1955 law in Las Vegas limited the number of pawn licenses based on the city's population. They waited until the population reached 250,000, allowing them to apply for a license. After navigating some legal hurdles, they were granted one in 1989. That same year, Rick and his father opened the now famous Gold and Silver Pawn Shop at 713 Las Vegas Boulevard South, just off the Strip. At first, they sold historical artifacts and sports memorabilia, but jewelry quickly became their top-selling item. By 2005, the shop was flourishing, issuing millions in loans and making hundreds of thousands of dollars annually in interest. In 2006, it gained attention for acquiring unique sports memorabilia, including a 2001 Super Bowl ring from NFL player Brock Williams. The store also frequently helped down-on-their-luck gamblers get gas money to return home. This growing popularity eventually attracted the attention of the History Channel and laid the foundation for Pawn Stars. The show's origins began in 2008 when Brent Montgomery and Colby Gaines from Left Field Pictures visited Las Vegas and discovered the pawn shop, which had already been featured in a PBS documentary in 2001. Rick had long dreamed of having a show about the store, and the producers were intrigued by the fascinating items and colorful characters it attracted. Originally titled Pawning History, the name was changed to Pawn Stars, a clever play on porn stars. Filmed at the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, the show features a wide variety of vintage and antique items. During filming, the store is closed to the public, and only selected customers are allowed in. The store boasts over 10,000 items in its inventory and Pawn Stars. Quickly became a fan favorite thanks to its mix of history, negotiation, and quirky personalities. The Harrison family skyrocketed to fame, and fans clamored for more episodes each year.